Start early, drive slowly, reach safely. This has been etched in my memory. He would say this not once but many a times, we would do this to him. And this actually, this quality and this little saying has a very deep impact on me and my both home life as well as my work life. Sairam, my humble pranams at the lotus feet of Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba, who has been my Mata, Pita, Bandhu, Saka at various junctures of my life. What can I say? I've taken Swami for granted throughout my life. My whole childhood was in the Whitefield area, closer to Whitefield area. So there have been many visits to the ashram Vrindavan. So, whenever my mother used to hear Swami was visiting Vrindavan, those days there was no phone. She would hear from friends and helter-skelter she would go get us all ready, put us all into this old ambassador car, and we would rush to see Swami with so much of love, so much of excitement. But many a times, of course, being children, we will delay her and then we would get stuck in that level crossing. If many would remember, that car can't go past. And then she would make us get down from the car, and before the train comes, we would run just to get a little glimpse of Swami and his grace. So this is how our holidays were spent. Many Saturdays and Sundays, we would want to go to Lal Bagh, Kapan Park, whatever. But many of the trips would say, this is closer to home, we will go. So much so, we took him for granted. Just like any other activities that we do, going to school, he was just integrated into our regular life. Never took it seriously, never took it that how precious those moments were, thinking back. Every time we would be late or whatsoever, my father used to quote from Swami, start early, drive slowly, reach safely. This has been etched in my memory. He would say this not once but many a times, we would do this to him. And this actually, this quality and this little saying has a very deep impact on me and my both home life as well as my work life. Planning, organizing, multitasking, be it in the cooking area, be in the kitchen, running a project in the office. This has really been so useful to me that, so many things have been successful only because of this. The only problem was I started expecting the same from my team members, my, close children or household people as well. That's when the problem comes. And again, Swami gives you a solution. You change yourself, you do your best. You do not expect the other person to change. By just looking at you, slowly everything will fall. You can be a role model, but do not enforce your ideas on others. This has also been Swami's teaching only. So that has actually given me a lot of peace, in handling things. Because the moment I start expecting others to be like that, the problems have started coming. So, I just go calm, and I've tried many a times. But of course, we do slip many a times because we are humans. So again, another inspirational thing for me in the Swami, me and my Swami, when I think about it, has been my grandfather. Great inspiration for me during my formative years, through all the challenges, big challenges that he had to face in life, trials and tribulations. One thing that, I have been watching, I grew up watching, was the complete faith and the trust in Swami that he had. He never once, through those testing period, he ever asked, why me? He took it, so happily, and he used to, when I used to question him, you're always praying to Swami, why is Swami, giving you all these problems? He would say, this too shall pass. Swami has given it, Swami will solve it. This is how he used to say, and that actually, without unknowingly, has formed an impression in me. And like it or not, whether consciously or unconsciously, for me, I go back to Swami, and that faith has been so deep that without me even putting, extra effort that I must put and, hold on to Swami, I always hold on to him. Even today, that has really, really helped me. And even during his last breath on his deathbed, the faith that I saw my grandpa holding, he was completely unconscious. It was just hours the doctors had given. He did his usual aarti with his hand was up. He was singing the aarti song even on his deathbed, and I witnessed that, and his whole body was covered in vibhuti. Beyond all these physical miracles, I think there are subtle things that we have to take from this, is that complete devotion and faith in Swami, that he will not let go of you, come what may. I offer all of this at the lotus feet of Swami. Again, thank you so much. Sairam.